Hey Pisces, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your June 2024 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Pisces, becoming the best version of you. What you need to know. We'll look at your greatest strengths, your fullest potential. We'll look at action steps as well as advice, and we'll connect to an outcome. Now, your first card out here is the Muse of Emotions, the King of Cups. So this is a powerful energy that you're right in the middle of. You are a water sign. So King of Cups showing up is you in your element. You're trying to keep your heart open around a situation. There could be a new love dynamic, a commitment, possibly marriage for some of you. And I also feel like you could be calling in a very important partnership. Now, we haven't seen it yet, but I am getting Lover's energy for you. And I'm doing something a little different in this reading, Pisces. Instead of clarifying from a different deck, a different tarot deck, I'm asking Spirit to show me the clarifiers in my mind's eye. So we'll see where this goes. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. So this is family. This is love, emotional fulfillment, emotional completion here. Some of you could be getting married in the month of June. There's a lot of love happening. You could meet someone. I also see that you could be traveling, taking a family vacation. This is the card of good fortune, deep affection, serenity. If there has been some form of betrayal, right? Or if there's been some form of conflict, because I do see the Five of Swords out here as well. Maybe some of you felt like you were neglected or abandoned or alienated or ostracized from family in some way, shape, or form. I do feel like there's going to be action, and it may have been slow. It may be, you know, a small apology or a small step forward, but I do feel like there's conflict resolution here. 10 of Cups, 10 of Emotions is beautiful. And we see the King of Cups here showing up. So there's emotional intelligence behind a situation. And if this is work, I feel like you could be balancing things out here to spend more time with your family, to maybe travel and commit more to the things that fulfill you emotionally versus just our responsibilities and our everyday, day-to-day tasks. So right away here, King of Emotions, the Muse of Emotions is the King of Cups. This is someone who's very loving, very supportive. This is your overall energy here, and you're very compassionate. Sometimes you can be emotionally distant until you are able to fully trust someone, because trust could be a big factor in your life, Pisces. You may have been burnt. You may have been taken advantage of. Some of you may have attracted people who weren't in touch with their emotions, or even a bit dramatic at times. Or this could be you are really calling in a higher level of love by remaining open, but you've also gone through some stuff here, I see. Spirit, what is the clarifier? 3 of Swords. Yeah, you've gone through some stuff in matters of the heart. This can be major disappointments in love, in career, in relationships, even within your own health. I'm getting heart chakra. So perhaps some of you have had anxiety, depression, stroke, heart attack, breast cancer. I mean, it can be anything here in the heart area, heart valves, just a heaviness, heart palpitations, asthma, bronchitis, things of that nature. Please see a medical professional. See the disclaimer in the description box below. But I feel like you are rising up. You're rising up by healing some of these things within your soul, within yourself, within a dynamic that may have caused a lot of confusion and a lot of stress. and a lot of pain. Three of Swords is the card of heartache, heartbreak. You know, it's third party, it's betrayal. But the fact that you are showing up in such a strong energy here says that you've worked on overcoming a lot of that pain. And I feel like you're seeing evidence of very loving individuals, loving people in your world. In the month of June here, there could be some new commitments coming in. You could be seeing that people are being honest and being faithful and being true to you, because your greatest strength is the Two of Cups. Partnerships. You evolve more. We all evolve more in partnerships, whether it's romantic, whether it is with our family members, our friends. It doesn't mean that we, you know, if we're single, it doesn't mean we're not evolving, not at all. It just means that we learn a lot about ourselves and the world around us by interacting, by communing with others, and being mirrored back certain things within ourselves. So your greatest strength here can be the love that you give when you're in relationships. It can be the self-love as well, not getting lost in a cycle of codependence. Okay, sometimes we can overgive to the point where we neglect our own well-being, because the energy that I'm getting as the clarifier is the Empress. The Empress, yes. So Empress energy is the mother, right? Mother energy, nurturing. She is creativity. She is fertility, but sometimes she can neglect. Sometimes she can smother. So some of you, this may have to do with your own mother. Okay, you may be a mother as well, or father. We have the Two of Cups here, so either end. Some of you, there may have been a separation or unrequited love, maybe even rejection from a mother, where you may have overgiven of yourself because you didn't receive that love as a child, right? Or you didn't receive that love in the past. So I do get a level of breaking out of a codependent dynamic, or being able to show yourself that unconditional love and compassion. And that is also part of you becoming the best version of you. And your greatest strength is to find balance within this Two of Cups. This is important partnerships. It's soulmate energy. It's being able to heal the past trauma of whatever you had been separated or rejected from, in order to open your heart, Pisces, and fully embrace the highest level of love, which looks like you are here with the King of Cups. Now, your fullest potential, I'm loving this. The Sun, I mean, this is healthy ego. This is abundance, happiness, success. This is life is good, right? Some of you have Leo placements, or Leo season could be highly significant for you. I feel like your fullest potential really manifests over Leo season, which is July and August. Some of you, this is travel, vacationing, proposals. There could be children being born as well. I'm also feeling here with the Leo Sun energy. This is enjoying the moment, right? Your fullest potential is to stay present, stay aware, because you can see that she's meditating here. She's meditating and staying grounded and clearing her thoughts of mental destruction or limiting beliefs. She's really working on gratitude. And I am getting here, your fullest potential is to stay in that attitude of gratitude and to stay very present. Spirit, what is the clarifier here? Two of Pentacles. Okay, right away, Two of Pentacles, which is the card of balance. It is about staying calm despite what's going on around you. There could be a lot of activity. There could be a lot of action going on, because I'm getting a little bit of Eight of Wands for you as well. So there could be messages, communication, quick things happening. So for example, you have an in-law or a family member that says, hey, I'm in town. Can I stay with you? Or can we visit? Or you have a boss saying, hey, Pisces, I need this work project done by Friday. And it almost feels like you're cramped for time, or there could be some deadlines coming in, or you may feel a little bit rushed. But I feel like your, fullest potential is to feel and create comfort. It's almost as if people really feel supported and comforted by you, is what I get here, Pisces. It's like you have that energy of support and love. I'm getting here like the biggest hugs, feeling good. And that's how people feel in your energy. Like you're giving a big old, grandmother, big bear hug, and you're just being loved and held. That's how people feel when they ask you for help or support, because they can rely on you. They can trust you. You may even be the center of someone's universe here. So I do feel that there is a lot of abundance coming in. This is definitely a great card to have as your fullest potential. And with that clarifier, I feel like you're finding balance amidst what's going on around you. Some of you may even be bringing more abundance in, money in. If there's been imbalance in finances, maybe that's part of the conflict here. Loving what it is that you do. You want to make more money doing what you love, and you want to attract that partnership. That's your greatest strength here, to be able to find something that you love and make money doing it, or embrace what it is that you love and make money doing it. Now, your action step is to stay committed. Stay committed to your heart's desires, whether this is, a relationship, this can be career goals, it can be commitments to your health goals because you love yourself, right? So you want to fuel your energy by being loving and kind, eating things that nourish your body, your mind, your soul, reading things and listening to things that fulfill you, not instill fear or worry or anxiety. And I feel like your action step here is also to take an unconventional approach. If you've always done something just for the sake of always doing it, or if you've learned that this is the way to do it, but really there's a much more efficient way of bringing about some sort of result, Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to try something new and committing to a new way of bringing abundance into your world, Pisces. Okay, so I am getting a little bit of both here. They're showing me the Hierophant going like this. Spirit, what's the clarifier here, please, for the Hierophant? Okay, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Okay, that's why, because it can be a little bit of wishy-washy, back and forth. It can be wishful thinking, options, fantasies, dreams. It can be indecision. And that may be why, because you're not sure, what should I commit to? Or how can I focus? Some of you may even have, it can be like, is it ADHD, or attention span is short, or you know when you're trying to clean the kitchen and then the phone rings and then you're on the phone and then you're folding clothes in the bedroom and you haven't even finished the, what's in the kitchen, and it's almost like squirrel, right? Some of you may have type A personalities here, but I also feel like it's important to set some sort of new routine for yourself and create a new pattern, create a new habit, and stay consistent with that. There's a book that I'm being shown. I think it's the 7, because they're giving me the number 7, the 7 daily habits. Now, I'm not sure who the author is, and I hope that's a book, because that's what I'm seeing. If it's not a book, some of you could be writing a book about habits. Maybe that's the title of your next book. But I do feel like new habits are being formed, but you're also asked to take a deep look at some of the habits and patterns that no longer serve you, right? Maybe coming home from work at, 5 p.m. and cracking open that bottle of wine and relaxing to your favorite show. Perhaps, there is some form of balance and action needing to be taken for you to achieve your goals. And maybe that's not the healthiest way, is kind of what I'm sensing here for you. So 7 of Cups says that you have options here. You have new ways to commit. You have new things to commit to. You can stay consistent, right? You can choose. You can There's something with time management, effective timing. Maybe it's scrolling social media. Maybe it's staying up a little bit too late when you're trying to go to bed early. Whatever it may be, Spirit is saying focus on the new goal and focus on that intention and what inspires you, and then choose repetitively to do that over and over. I feel like that is your action step here. Now, your advice is the 5 of Swords in reverse. Know when to fight for something, know when to walk away. Okay, and we get stuck in this loop. Sometimes we have difficult employees, difficult family members, friends, lovers, people who, even children, people who like to argue, right? 5 of Swords can be victory. It can be poor sportsmanship. It can be bullying. It can be coercion, manipulation. It can be conflict. Someone who wants to win at all costs or think that their way is better. Some of you may be dealing with some in-laws or some family members who think that they know best, right? Because they've gone through it. They know how you should raise your kids, really? Right? Or they know what you should do in your relationship, really? So this is the energy here of you knowing your soul's path. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So ultimately what that means is it's up to the individual person to make the choice that's in their highest good. And yes, there can be coercion, there can be persuasion, and there can be manipulation. But ultimately, it is up to you, to be allowed to be persuaded or coerced or bullied or manipulated. You don't have to allow it. And I kind of get here, what's the clarifier? Yeah, exactly. I'm getting the 7 of Wands, boundaries. Boundaries is the advice. It is about, making choices, Pisces, that are in your highest good, not letting other people dictate or, persuade you to doing something or going in a direction. Knowing when to walk away, knowing when to shut something down and when to work through it. Because if you are in an environment, in an energy where it doesn't feel safe, it doesn't feel safe to be seen or be heard, you're immediately walking into a conversation that's not going to be productive, right? Because someone doesn't feel safe, they are going to project, they're going to fight, they are, going to be defensive. And they're going to put up a wall. And if that is, both of you also, if someone is very stubborn, very bullheaded, it's going to be like talking to a rock. So you have to decide, is it worth it? Is it worth saying something? Maybe there's a mediator or a third party that could help, okay? If you are not able to get through to someone. Because 5 of Swords is about pettiness, petty arguments, petty conflict, or just someone who sees things from their way only, right? Like their way or the highway. And I feel like your advice is to know when to just kind of leave it and know when to work through it. Yeah. Okay, 7 of Wands, boundaries though. Something about boundaries being very important. And also telling someone when they've crossed the line. And Pisces, you're a lover, you're not a fighter. And it is important for you to draw the line in the sand. If someone has crossed the line, crossed the boundary, been disrespectful, I feel like it's important to speak up. Okay, it is important to speak up. It doesn't mean that that person's going to change, right? But at least you've done your word by setting a boundary and speaking up and saying, hey, that's not all right. All right, what's the outcome? What's the celebration here? 2 of Voices. This is the 2 of Swords. It's in reverse, which means don't ignore a decision, right? There's some sort of decision needing to be made. Oh, okay. 10 of Pentacles. No, we have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We see some slow movement. Oh, okay. We have a King and a Queen here. Is there something around, this could be for those of you who are in a divine partnership here, those of you calling one in, or maybe you're separating from one, but there is a lot of anxiety here. 8 of Swords. There's something with an old story, or someone may be repeating an old pattern or an old behavior. And I feel like someone is stuck in a little bit of a rut and they don't know what to do here because there's a crossroads. You're at a crossroads with that 2 of Swords, but your potential here is the sun. So the sun can also be ego, right? And I feel like healthy ego could win out, but someone may be in that Five of Swords. Why are they in that Five of Swords? Because of what they've been conditioned. Hierophant. They may have gone from or came from, a father or a mother who was very much shut down emotionally. Maybe they never got hugs. They never got kisses. They never were told, I love you. Maybe they didn't have a parental role model. Perhaps they seen things that resembled love, but it was unhealthy love, right? So it's what they were taught love should look like, but it wasn't at all what love looks like or feels like. I'm also getting with this Eight of Swords, someone doesn't feel confident to make some sort of a decision because they are stuck in a rut, because of their belief system. Okay, Ten of Pentacles as the clarifier. Spirit, tell me about that here. Two of Swords is about not having enough information. It is about not having enough facts, not knowing, not being able to see things clearly because emotions could be playing out. Ten of Cups. And I am getting with this Two of Swords. Don't ignore a decision and get honest, completely honest, Pisces, with yourself about what you need, what you want, the truth of a situation. Don't put something underneath the rug. You know how we do that sometimes? We just kind of let it slide. We let it slide. We see red flags and we think, oh, it's just a one and done. That won't happen again. Or this person's going to change. Or that person's behavior, they were just, they were intoxicated or they were upset. We make excuses. That can be that Empress energy. We make excuses because, we love people. We want to see the best of them. We see the best of them, even when they bring out shadows at times. And you're committed to someone. But I feel like there is a decision to make around your stability. Ten of Pentacles is legacy. If this is career, there may be a decision to make in career. Do I continue working in a career that it maybe fulfills me, but I'm not getting paid? Or perhaps you're working in a career that doesn't make you happy, but it brings money. So there's something here about balance and where your commitments lie, and making a choice that has to do with long-term stability, growth, retirement, legacy. The Ten of Pentacles is the card of, building something up over time, abundance and wealth and marriage and, again, lifelong goals. The Pentacle realm doesn't happen overnight. It's years and years. So I feel like you are moving towards taking off a bit of a blindfold and saying, is this where I see myself in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 20 years? And if it's not, Pisces, I feel like you are making some decisions here. I want to say not just in June, but 2024, 2025, there are decisions that you are making here in the next couple of years that are going to bring long-term results. And I feel a lot more happiness. So if you're not happy in an area of your life right now, perhaps it's because a decision has not been made. A decision to fully open up to love, or to fully commit to a path, or, fully be honest with oneself, let it out, expose, right? With the sun. This is shedding light on the truth. I want to get one more card here for you. I'm going to get one more. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about that Ten of Pentacles showing up here? Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles as the clarifier. We are going to pull a card for that Ten of Pence in my mind's eye. Thank you. Okay, Knight of Pentacles once again, and that's already the clarifier here. So we see the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. This is reliability, right? The Knight of Pentacles is someone that you can trust. It can be someone who's very dependable. It can be slow and steady wins the race. Someone who's very practical, very down to earth, gets things done right the first time so they don't have to go back. And maybe that's what may be holding you back from making a decision, because there has been a level of comfort or a level of maybe somewhat reliability here for you. But Spirit is saying there's something bold, maybe spontaneous, but it's not, because at the same time you've been thinking about this. If you've been stuck in a little bit of a rut, okay, I feel like a risk is necessary. That's what I'll say here. If you haven't been in a rut and things have just been a little bit slow for you, you will build up to that 10 of Pentacles, Pisces. But again, if you've been stuck in a rut because, of the 5 of Swords, I feel like a risk and a choice is necessary in order for you to get to the Sun. So that is what I have for you. I probably didn't even need to pull that extra clarifier, because the Knight of Pentacles is showing up twice and saying that, just chill, just go with the flow, just relax. This also is my Matthew McConaughey card. All right, all right, all right. So you are moving forward, slow and steady, but also don't be afraid to commit, because Knight of Pentacles is someone that commits. Commit to a new path, trying something unconventional, thinking outside your comfort zone, because I feel like you will be very successful. You will be pleasantly surprised. And some of you, if you are calling in or attracting in a soulmate, I feel like this is long-term. This is based on a lot of love, a lot of emotional connection here, emotional fulfillment. And there is definitely a divine partnership that either wants to come into your life or that you are currently in, that is teaching you some very valuable lessons around what you commit yourself, your time, your energy, and your heart to. That is what I have for you, Pisces. If it resonates, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. Lots of love.